by justice. The lead star of justice that shines in the night sky.
Oh, man.
That would be me. Sparkling justice!
Look at their emoticon!
Now then, let's execute justice!
Oh, look at that. Look at that evil.
What? What the fuck?
You know, he doesn't curse, but yeah.
Echo, what are you doing?
I am sparkling justice. In the name of sparkling, shining justice, I have come to deliver justice.
There's something weird going on who's covering who right now, and I can't picture it.
Pecco finally snapped! Everyone, please be careful.
Wow, that's all I can say right now.
Sparkling Justice is a serial killer who claims to be an ally of justice. Clad in her various hero masks, she is a serial killer who exclusively targets other criminals. She is supposed to be... but... huh? Ally of justice? So that's why you're wearing a mask.
And then she's gonna get disproven by Sonya, looks like, on something.
This mask is the dividing line. Just like various idols, the sun is revered because it lies just beyond your grasp. Justice should also be the same.
This emoji thing, man, this is awesome.
I don't get it, but this is becoming really crazy.
Yes. What? The heck is this? Pecco's the killer? Why is it turning out like this?
This is turning out to be a surprising turn of events.
This is really nonsense, which is... Because now I'm thinking, is she covering for Fuyuhiko? But then... why wouldn't Fuyuhiko have just let it go? He was trying to stop it.
Hey! Now's not the time for
I don't
you to
think,
be
like,
sleeping.
he didn't hang out with anybody. So I don't know why he would like her for any reason.
Take a look! It's a killer!
The developers just got bored and was like, what's a way we can screw with the players? Pecco, you're a serial killer now. Wear this. Perfect. Well done. Looks great.
This again? Huh? Sleepwalking?
So what's your answer to my previous question? Why did you kill Mahiru?
This world must always be bathed in the light of justice. I must not allow even one shadow. Evil must be eliminated immediately.
Emoji.
No matter what, I must not overlook evil.
Evil? Are you saying Mahiru is...
If you knew about that incident, then you must have played the game. Am I right?
And because of that, I was able to find the killer's accomplice hiding on this island like a sewer rat.
Then the reason you killed Mahiru was...
Because in the game, she hid the idea.
To protect justice, of course.
Look at that. Oh my. Japan never change. Never change, Japan.
In order to protect justice, I have become its merciless sword.
Shadows exist to let us see the wrong we do in the name of light. Because we blocked their path to the floor.
And executed justice. Holy crap! She's such a stereotypical psychopath!
But she's saying it in such the same dull little deadpan thing.
She's so gross!
Pecco, is this your true identity?
Oh, you can see your own actions if you look at the shadow while you're doing them. That's pretty cool.
My true identity.
identity? I have already forgotten who I am. It just shows my determination. My determination to protect by throwing away what's most important. I'm willing to become anybody to shower this world with justice.
Justice. It's such a forced laugh, though.
Oh, I can't stand this anymore! Let's just end this farce already!
End it. He's right. We need to end this already. The killer, in the end, there's no mistake that it was Peko all along.
Let's go over this incident one more time and then let's end this.
So there's not going to be some huge, totally different thing? Okay, we have Matt. Okay, what are we looking for here? On the morning of the incident, Mahiru met Chiaki. So there's going to be a Chiaki picture. In order to lure Mahiru out. Yep. Okay. The first to arrive at the beach house was her. Next to arrive at the beach house was Mahiru. And this is a herring. You can see because it looks the same. Yep. Okay. Dragged it over there. What did the killer leave next to the body? Wash off the blood with water bottles. Where should I hide? Okay, we'll go back to the beginning. Arrives at the beach house. Mikon arrives at the beach house. What? That's weird that that's even an option. We just found a funny example of the importance of syntax. The difference between hugging rocks and hugging rocks. Yes, there is a difference. First to arrive at the beach house was Kyoko. Next one to arrive, Hiru. That's water. The first who found the body was Kyoko. Left a big piece of evidence in the sand. Placed a gummy. This is the red herring, we can tell that. To retrieve the bamboo sword, I must do this. Tie it. Okay, cool. Next. Again, start at the beginning. Yep. Then... No, not that one. That's a red herring. I almost lost that one. Okay. First to arrive... Okay. Yep. Wash out the little water bottles. We're doing good this time. We're doing really good this time. This is a red herring, and that's a red herring. So we just worrying about this, the sand. This is this one. Yeah, we're getting the hang of this. One's a whole lot easier. I like how Kyoko looks more like a teenager in these. I think she is. She just has the body of a little kid and then acts it up like a jerk. Kyoko arrives at the beach house. What's the next? The first one to find the body. Wakes up. Yep.
Here's everything that happened.
Oh, that was
in this
everything.
case. The incident began this morning when Mahiru spoke to Hyoko. Mahiru most likely played Twilight Syndrome Murder Case, the video game provided to us as the motive. She probably wanted to discuss it with someone else who also appeared in the game as a character. Kyoko accepted Mahiru's invitation, and they promised to have a more detailed conversation about it later.
This doesn't actually answer the question of the 3 people who discovered the body that was not the killer. Hyoko, Kazuichi. Who's the other one? Did I miss it?
However, someone else overheard their exchange. The killer. The killer eavesdropped on their conversation and used their promise to devise a specific murder plan. By preparing a specific item, they planned to manipulate the two's actions. That item was the letters. They sent fake letters to both Mahiru and Hiyoko. The letter Mahiru received told her to come to the beach house at 2:30 p.m. And the letter Hiyoko received told her to come to the beach house at exactly 2 p.m. By
Still.
providing different times, the killer was able to lure them to the beach house separately. Hiyoko totally trusted that letter, showed up at the beach house at 2 p.m., just like it said, and was drugged into unconsciousness by the killer lying in wait. After putting Hiyoko to sleep, the killer immediately hid her inside the closet, so they could frame her as the killer later. At 2:30 p.m., Mahiru arrived at the beach house. She was completely unaware that she had been targeted for murder. Approaching her from behind, the killer struck the defenseless Mahiru with a specific weapon, the metal bat that was left at the scene of the crime. The bat was brought down onto the back of Mahiru's head, and with that, she took her last breath. According to Mikan's autopsy, Mahiru died instantly, so she probably never knew who killed her. With that, the killer achieved their goal of killing Mahiru and began to tamper with the crime scene. They dragged Mahiru's body so that it blocked the door leading to the road. Also, the mask found at the scene of the crime was something the killer personally left.
Oh yeah, that's the MO. She'll leave the mask there.
I'm not really sure why. My guess is it's something similar to a calling card. That's how the crime scene we discovered was created. However, by moving Mahiru's body, the killer got blood splatter on them. Plus, the shower room had no water because it was out of order, so they couldn't wash it off. But the killer expected something like that to happen. Instead of the shower, the killer used something else to wash the blood off their body. They used plastic water bottles that were inside the beach house refrigerator. We can assume they carried the bottles to the shower room before the sequence of events had happened. In place of showering, they washed the blood off their body with water bottles instead. However, they had no choice but to dispose of the empty bottles in the beach house's trash can.
Or they would have been littering.
Littering is against the rules, and it would have taken too much time to throw them away somewhere else. After the killer washed off the blood, they hid in a specific spot inside the closet Hiyoko was in. The killer hid inside the surfboard case that they had already emptied beforehand. After some time had passed, the sleeping drug used on Hiyoko wore off, and she woke up. I can imagine how badly Hiyoko must have panicked when she came out of the closet.
Phrasing.
I mean, she made plans to see Mahiru, who lay dead right in front of her. From the shock and panic of being considered a murder suspect, Hiyoko fled from the beach house. Because of that, she left footprints in the sand. Everything was a trap set by the killer to frame her. After Hiyoko left, the killer finally came out of the surfboard case and placed a gummy that they brought with them to shift our suspicion toward Hiyoko. Ironically, placing that gummy is what helped clear our suspicion toward Hiyoko. Finally, the killer began preparing to escape from the beach house. They couldn't risk leaving their footprints in the sand, so they escaped the beach house using a different route. The small window in the shower room. However, that window is rather high up and can't be reached easily, which is why the killer used the bamboo sword they always carry with them. The killer took the bamboo sword out of its bag, tied the bag to the sword's handle, and used the sword as a step stool to reach the small window while holding the sword bag in their hand. As long as they're able to reach the window, all they had to do was pull the bag to retrieve the sword. And so the killer left the beach house and appeared before us as if nothing had happened. But their wet hair and swimsuit didn't dry right away. There also weren't any towels at the beach house.
Retrieve.
So when the killer met up with us, they said they had been swimming for a while as an excuse.
Autocorrect, I'm sure.
So how about it? This is the truth behind the incident you caused. Isn't that right, Peko Pekoyama?
I see. And what of it?
She's like totally cool with it.
I haven't done anything to be ashamed of.
What are you saying? You killed Mahiru!
Wrong! I punished evil in the name of justice. That's no reason to condemn me.
Whatever. Let's hurry up and vote so we can freaking kill this weird, crazy bitch.
There's no way you can kill me. Justice can never be killed. You should all know that as well.
What are you saying?
To protect what's most important to you, you must be prepared to throw away something equally important. Understand?
I don't get it. I don't get it at all.
Then I shall be direct. Justice must carry on.
There is something I'm missing.
In order to keep justice, to keep me alive, you all must give up your lives.
Are you serious?
It's not serious. It's justice. If I fall here, who will combat the evils of this world?
The police, FBI, superheroes, Justice League.
Now, follow your hearts of justice that reside within you all, and save my life to protect justice.
Oh, okay, we'll just, you go ahead, you do your thing, and we'll just die here. Cool.
Hurry and carry on justice.
That emoticon. Wow.
Give me a break! Who's gonna die for you?
If we let Peko go, we're all gonna get killed!
For the sake of grand justice, a few sacrifices are unavoidable.
A few sacrifices? That's...
Don't worry. The justice that you give your life to protect will never go to waste.
I can't stand her anymore. Let's vote already and execute her.
Because the game's pushing us to vote already, so that makes me think there's something else.
However, before we do that...
Oh yeah, we think she's gonna discredit her for being that person.
Monokuma, the vote! Hurry up and let us vote already!
I'm awake!
Ah, he finally woke up.
I've heard your story! Well, I wasn't listening, but who cares? Now then, please pull the lever in front of you and cast your vote! Who will be chosen as the blackened? Will you make the right choice or the dreadfully wrong one? Such heart-pounding excitement!
See, even Sonia says something was off. I'm gonna guess she's not actually the justice person. It's actually somebody else. But she wanted to be like...
Pardon me, can we please have a little more time? Pardon me, can we have a little bit more time? Please let us continue our discussion.
Continue our discussion? But isn't the voting over?
Yes, but I cannot help but feel strange.
Yeah.
Something about this is definitely strange.
Strange? What do you mean? There's no doubt that Peko is the killer.
That is true. However,
As a serial killer enthusiast, you're wondering if Peko is really sparkling justice, am I right?
Hey, Miss Sonia isn't a serial killer enthusiast.
Yeah, she is.
She just has a little more passion about them than most.
That makes her an enthusiast.
Honestly, it felt strange to me too. I mean, there's a distinct difference between what we know about Sparkling Justice and Pecco, right?
Distinct difference?
You know, Sonia described Sparkling Justice like this.
Justice complete! The center of justice that is pierced by justice! The lead star of justice that shines in the night sky! That would be me! Sparkling Justice!
What was that? That is Sparkling Justice's catchphrase. An unknown serial killer has a catchphrase. Oh, I forgot this. So Pecco didn't even know that she's pretending to be Sparkling Justice. I read it in a magazine in the library. There has only ever been one person, a journalist, who has interviewed Sparkling Justice. The article was written in their native language, so I tried translating it. I see, so that's what it was. I think I've gotten the difference between the serial killer and Pecco.
I see.
Yeah. Written in a different language.
That's right. According to what Sonia said,
The article was written in their native language, so I tried to translate it.
if she had a translator, that means it wasn't written in English, right?
Huh? Yes, the magazine I read was written in Spanish.
Who's Spanish here? Who's Spanish that's here? None of them are Spanish.
So, Sparkling Justice's catchphrase was no doubt written in Spanish as well. Which means the journalist and Sparkling Justice are both...
From Spain?
What?
All this time, I completely misunderstood. When I first heard about those serial killers, Genocide Jack and Sparkling Justice, I just assumed both killers were from the same country. Spanish is... There's some weird thing where... Spanish is different than okay, I'm trying to remember what the actual difference is. It's not even really a difference, it's just a technicality where there's the Spanish language and then there is from being from Spain. I think they're messing it up. That wasn't the case. If so...
Pecco, you're not Sparkling Justice. There's no way that's possible.
Or, if you insist that you're Sparkling Justice, can you try saying that catchphrase in Spanish?
Would you be able to do that?
It appears that the time has come for this mask to come off. However, that's perfectly fine. It's no longer necessary.
I'm okay with this view for a little while. Okay.
And even if you find out now, it's too late for you all to do anything about it. My duty has already been finished. My duty as a tool has already been completed in full.
Uh-huh. Looks like she's back to normal?
That mask has fulfilled its purpose, just as I have.
This is super weird.
What do you mean? Fulfilled its purpose? Too late? What are you getting at?
Is she the spy?
Now that you've already cast your votes, is what it means.
Hmm?
Hey, be clearer! We're asking you what your purpose was.
I have no purpose. I am just a mere tool.
Tool? What do you mean?
She called herself a tool, which means someone else used her then?
Of course. A tool cannot do anything on its own.
I see. I finally understand. Well, I did have a sneaking suspicion all along.
What do you mean?
I mean, besides Peko and Hiyoko, someone else was also at the beach house.
Yeah, the whoever saw the third person to see the body.
Someone else?
There is proof that establishes that fact. Try to remember it.
The proof that there was one more person at the scene of the crime.
I see!
Are you talking about the body discovery announcement?
Yep, that's right. I mean, didn't Monokuma say so earlier?
So what about this time? Is it 3 people including the killer or not? Fine, fine. When we say it, it doesn't include the killer this time, okay? All done.
That announcement is made when at least 3 people discover a body. And in this particular case, the killer, Peko, is not one of those 3. If that's the case, it would mean only Hiyoko and Kazuichi discovered the body, but...
I see. That leaves us one person short.
So that means there was one more person in the beach house.
Plus, the fact that Monokuma tried to hide that truth from us by being flexible with his own rules. That's such a vital clue that it could alter the outcome of the trial. Like an accomplice, for example.
No, it's not it.
Huh? Am I wrong?
No, you're trying to cover for the accomplice, so of course you're trying to lie.
Yes, from your basic way of thinking about it, you are wrong. Didn't I tell you? I'm just a tool. That means I'm just a simple tool to be used by that person.
Eh?
Therefore, that person would have the strongest motive out of anybody else here, right?
Fuyuhiko made her kill Mahiru. Got it.
You're the only one! Is it Fuyuhiko?
I see. Now I finally see the connection. The connection between the motive and the incident.
But even if it's the motive, it's just a game, right? There's no reason to believe it's even true. Would you call a game like that a strong motive?
Why was Fuyuhiko stopping them then? Oh, he wouldn't have got out. They wanted him to pick. He wanted us to pick someone else, so he would be getting out. No, the events that occurred in the game should have definitely occurred in real life. And there's overwhelming proof of that too. There's a one picture. Is that it? I want to go with that one. No. Isn't the murder case in Twilight Syndrome proof since it's based on actual events? The events that occurred in the game should have definitely occurred in real life. There's only proof of that too. Okay, where is this proof? Oh, we're not losing health, so good. That's not it? Dang, man.
I can prove it with this! I didn't think it was necessary to confirm it if it didn't have anything to do with Mahiru's murder, but... there's no doubt that game is based on actual events. That much is clear if you saw the ending prize. The photos awarded for beating the game are not actual in-game screenshots. They're all actual photos, with the surrounding scenery cropped out. You knew all along, Fuyuhiko, didn't you? You knew whether or not the first victim in the game was actually your little sister, right?
That picture, yeah.
Because whoever beat the game first would receive the ending prize.
Hey, what's that envelope? What's inside? What makes you think you have any right to question me?
It was the envelope, right? The person who received the ending prize. It was you, wasn't it?
If you were shown a photograph of your sister's dead body, you'd have no choice but to believe it.
Freak me out.
Even so, you wanted to deny the truth. That's why you sent those photos to Mahiru to confirm it.
Hey! Why are we talking about Fuyuhiko? Who cares? 'Cause Peko is the killer, right? But nobody voted.
That's why I told you. You're all too late. As I said before, I exist as nothing more than a tool. I had no motive for killing Mahiru. No reason to kill. Not even the will to kill. I was simply used as a tool. As long as I am a tool, I cannot defy my orders.
Hey! What's going on? Can anyone give me a simpler explanation?
It means I'm not the killer. The true killer, who used me as their weapon to kill Mahiru Koizumi, was Fuyuhiko Kuzuryu.
What?
What the hell?
I see. That's what you were aiming for all along.
No, I have no aim. But my young master does. My young master planned this from the start.
But technically, she's the one that did the killing. The final blow. That's the one that dictates who the Blackened is. Fuyuhiko can plan all he wants.
Young master.
That is the truth of this case. I'm sure you realize it by now, but it's too late. You cannot undo the vote.
That's a problem. If Peko's allegation holds up, that means our vote was incorrect.
In that case, the person who gets to live is...
Just... me?
That's nuts! No matter how you look at it, that's completely insane!
How would Peko be a tool in the first place? Peko is a legitimate human being!
That's not for you to decide. It's for Monokuma. The votes have been cast. All we can do now is wait and see what Monokuma decides.
This is so weird.
What the hell?
There's like two really weird characters already that are just messed up. Do you see the second one? Oh man, we got our butts handed to us in the first one. Oh. Ooh. So glad he came in. Definitely you came in and gave